Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Laura, I'm a hairstylist, and today we're gonna talk about 6 common hair myths that are actually false. So the first one is that stress turns your hair gray. I can't tell you how many times I've had a client in my chair tell me as I'm putting their root color on that they owe all of their gray hairs to their children. And while your children may stress you out, it's not actually turning your hair gray. Your hair turns gray because you lose melanin as you age. Now, this is mostly due to genetics, but it can also be caused by certain medications like chemotherapy. But stress is not one of the causes of gray hair. Now, I will say that stress can cause hair loss, but losing melanin is completely unrelated. So while you can't blame your children for your gray hair, you can blame your parents and your grandparents for your genetics. Okay, so number 2 is that color takes better on dirty hair. This one drives me nuts as a hairstylist because I can't tell you how many times I've had a client come in with extremely dirty hair for me to color it, and there have actually been times where I had to either turn the client away because it was so dirty or shampoo and dry it first. Think about it like this. You're not gonna paint a dirty wall. You're not gonna put makeup on a dirty face. So why would we put hair color on dirty hair? Dirty hair is actually going to decrease the effectiveness of the hair color because you've got dead skin cells, product buildup, and oil blocking the color from penetrating the inner layers of your hair. The only reason I would ever suggest showing up to get your hair colored with semi-dirty hair is if you have a very sensitive scalp and you're gonna have color placed right on your scalp. Your natural oils can act as a bit of a protective barrier and help stop you from having any kind of a reaction to hair color if you have sensitive skin. But for the most part, dirty hair is actually going to hinder your results when it comes to hair color, especially when it comes to some of the more lived-in and dimensional hair color techniques. When I tease the hair, I cannot have that hair be dirty because it won't tease as well, which means I won't get as seamless of a blend when I apply my foils. The oil can also slow down the speed of the processing, so there's just a number of reasons why you should really try to come into the salon with clean hair. Okay, so number 3 is that hair breakage can be repaired. So there's a lot of brands out there that claim that they can repair your hair. And the thing is, if your hair is broken, there's no repairing that. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't strengthen the hair that you have, but if the hair has broken off, you're not gonna get it to magically reappear on the ends of your hair. The only thing you can do is help protect it and strengthen it so it doesn't continue to break off further and it can grow and get healthier as you trim off those dead ends. So while the conditioning treatment is necessary and will help strengthen the hair that you still have, there's nothing that's actually going to repair hair that has fallen off. And I also want to mention that you do want to be careful with some of these products because a lot of them will contain silicones that will actually create buildup and coat the hair, giving it the appearance of rebuilt hair, but in reality, it's just plastics and silicones built onto the hair, which can actually stop the hair from getting moisture to it and cause further breakage. I recommend looking for bond building treatments which are going to strengthen the hair that's there, but they're not claiming to put hair back that has already broken off. Okay, so number 4 is that cutting your hair makes it grow faster. Now, this one is tricky because cutting your hair when it is damaged is going to help your hair get longer faster, but it's not going to make it grow faster. And when I say this, I mean it's not going to grow out of your head faster. Some people understand this, but others are a little confused by the terminology. If your ends are split and damaged, then yes, trimming your hair is going to help it to stay healthy so that it can get longer faster than if you weren't trimming your ends. But a haircut is simply not going to make the hair grow quicker out of your head. Okay, number 5 is that you have to wash your hair every day because it's oily. Now, this one can be controversial, and I will likely have people yelling at me in the comments about this, but your hair is oily because you wash it every day. Every time you shampoo your hair, you're stripping it of its natural oils. We actually need those natural oils to keep our hair and our scalps moisturized. When you strip those away, your body then works in overtime to produce more oils to re-moisturize the hair and the scalp that has been dried out. So when you get in the habit of washing every single day, your hair is working extra, producing more and more oil. Now, I want to say that everyone's hair and body and lifestyle is different, so there's not one right answer as to how often you should wash your hair. But I do want to recommend, if you find that your hair is extremely oily, try adding one extra day between washes and see if it does anything for you. Okay, and the last one, number 6. Shaving will stimulate and grow more hair. I know I've seen a lot of men with patchy beards think that if they just keep shaving it regularly, that it's gonna grow in full one day. And unfortunately, that's just not true. Shaving does not stimulate hair growth. If that's the case, then women's legs would be insanely hairy. And if you shave your legs, then you know you're not ever producing more hair than any other time because you're continuously shaving it. Think about it like this. When you shave hair, you're cutting it right at the skin line. But the hair root goes further down than that. Why would cutting the hair right at the skin line change the thickness of your hair? The answer is, it doesn't. Now, what shaving can do is strengthen the hair a little bit because it does put a little bit of extra pressure around the hair follicle. But ultimately, this does not change the coarseness or the density of the hair that you're shaving. So shaving bald spots is not gonna make the hair grow back again. I'm sorry. All right, guys, leave me a comment if you found any of this helpful or if you disagree with me. And make sure you subscribe if you wanna make every day a good hair day. Thanks for watching.